Welcome to episode 23. I've been working with clients for the last 15 years and I've heard and had so many amazing, brilliant, life-changing conversations. But a trend that I see again and again is the following. People come to me sometimes with that kind of teacher-student thing where we have a discovery call, we have a conversation, and they're just like, right, okay, I'm ready, and I'm gonna do these things, and like I promise, and this is gonna happen. And the goals that they create are so enormous, they just feel exhausted. And they just feel so overwhelming, but yet they're talking a good talk. They're like, yeah, I think this is the thing, and I think, yeah, I'll be able to do it by Monday. And I will always, with compassion, go, does Monday really work for you? Because you've got 3 small children. And I'm not underestimating the fact that this person is incredibly talented, but I'm also in full awareness of what that takes to raise children. And I would rather somebody give themselves, I don't know, the following Monday rather than this Monday, if it means they're not going to be burnt out, they're not going to be stressed, they're not going to be stretched. And so one of the things that I'm always thinking about when I'm designing my own digital disco, aka my online presence, is how can I support the let's go 10 out of 10 version of me, usually this point in my cycle where it's like day 10 or something. I mean, I could run a marathon on that day with no training, no problem. I mean, you know, don't quote me on that, but honestly, I have clarity, I've got vibrancy, I'm like go. But if you talk to me on day 26, I'm going to need within myself a bit more bandwidth, a bit more compassion, a bit more sensitivity, a bit more wiggle room, because I can't do on that day what I can do on other days. And so I know that even though I want to grow my business every single day, I therefore have to put systems and things in place to support those moments that my life requires something else of me. And so I want you to think about what you can create that creates that lovely consistency for you and those great results without you feeling like you have to be on the whole time and then getting to a stage where actually you're burnt out. Another thing I want to remind you of is that we have seasons of life. July 2016 is very different to July 2026. At the time, July 2016, I find that really difficult to say. I had an 8-month-old. I only had one child, but he was at that stage where he was beginning to move. So, you know, when a baby starts to move and everything is suddenly dangerous, everything, you're like, oh my gosh, they're going down those steps, and what are they doing? And they're reaching and they're pulling and they're all of these things. He also didn't sleep for about another 3 years. And I got pregnant, I don't know, when was it? Late 2018. So like there was a lot of stuff going on. There were a lot of hormones, and then there were lack of hormones, and oh my goodness, it was a busy time. Now in July 2026, I have a 6 and a 10-year-old, and yes, the school holidays are coming, but they can put their own shoes on. They can operate the telly. That makes me sound terrible. No, but that's a good example. They don't need me for everything. They can go in the shower by themselves. Obviously, I'm nearby for health and safety, but I'm not in that same stage of like, in that kind of early stages of motherhood, you're like always wiping. However, that does mean that my schedule has changed. There was a time where maybe in 2020, my kids would go to bed from about 7. I would have my evening. Now they don't want to go to bed. They want to talk for hours. They want to go out. Like even my son said to me the other day, I'd love to eat when just as like the sun is going down. I was like, that's a beautiful image. But also we're in peak summer now, and the sun isn't going down until about 9:45, and I'm not cooking then. So give yourself that grace. Give yourself that grace in the moment, but also make sure that you've got strong foundations in place to support your digital disco, so your digital disco can support your clients and customers. To find out more, check out the links down below, and I'll see you there. Bye.